police down.
They saw you. They just didn't grab you to the last minute. Yeah.
Hey, remember when we watched the Uber video with dude? There was the whole police out there flagging down Ubers and shit. Whole police.
Dude pulled up and said, "Yo, what y'all doing?"
Right.
Fucking up their whole shit.
Dog was like, we got one to go. The squad car pulled up out of nowhere. Like, yeah, they close, homie.
Yeah, got decoys downtown and everything.
Oh yeah.
You don't rob bums, so you wouldn't know it.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? Who is this? Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they down there, man. I mean, it's like,
and the closer you get to the Amtrak Greyhound station, the more of them it is.
Right.
If they said, Eleazar, we're gonna let you flash back into time. You can go back to any year you want to go back to. I'll go back to 03.
03?
I'll go back to 03.
03 was a terrible year for me.
Really?
Oh yeah, I went to prison and everything. It was a terrible year. It was terrible. It would have if I hadn't done that. It would have been lit.
Okay.
That's when Ghetto Hero was coming out and stuff, and I was on it, and the one song "Push 'Em Off" was kind of popping in the club, but I was locked up on my way up north. You know, so if I hadn't been locked up, it would have been lit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It would have been.
03 for me was just juking, man. Shit. Non-stop movement. Everything was just flowing.
I would do 93.
Oh, we go to that. Yeah, that's even going back further.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a.
No, yeah.
I would do 93.
Yeah,
93.
Fresh out of high school.
Yup, man. Menace to society,
I
man. I was selling so much cocaine. You was in the thing. Ooh, it might have been better. Because it was wild on them streets. We was gang banging the dope, slanging like a motherfucker.
Man, I missed all that.
Dog, straight up. That's all what was going on in the streets.
Yeah. That's why I missed it.
Yep.
I went to
like I said,
I was 15, 2 days after my 15th birthday. I caught that first degree attempted.
Goddamn, yeah.
7:30 in the morning.
A whole bunch of motherfuckers did that year. And that's the year, look, when Menace came out, remember the Villa movie theater, y'all? It used to be a movie theater on Villa, black owned. Mm-hmm. They used to put on talent shows and everything. So we was right there on Hopkins, like Lancaster by Cousins and shit. We was up in that area. So when Menace came out, we walked to the Villa every day and seen it every day at a week. Every day we went to see the movie. And then it was like, we could be standing around not doing nothing and be like, dog, let's go to the movies. And we just walk over to the motherfucking movies. But that movie was so motherfucking, it was like how we was living.
Yeah.
It was like they made a movie about us. You know what I'm saying? So it was I hate to, hey, what's up, Mila? I hate to want to, and that's crazy how I sound. Like I want to relive the time
no, but that's what I'm saying.
sold the most dope.
About flashing back though.
Like, wow, man, but it was, life was just, man, it was like carefree.
Yeah.
And it was a time of, it was a time of naivety, is what I'm saying, because we standing out there with all these drugs and guns, not knowing all the years and the consequences behind the shit.
Oh, right.
Because I did not at all. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me, selling dope was legal. You know what I'm saying? Carrying guns and shit. Like that shit was legal. I kept a sack of dope, and you know what I'm saying? Just be standing out there drinking, selling dope.
I remember those times, man, where they, like you said, the movie theaters were cheap.
Yeah.
Right? And then Friday nights when there wasn't a new movie playing, you could go in and watch all the old Kung Fu movies or the Bruce Lee movies. They did Black Belt Theater.
Black Belt Theater.
So we would go and pay like $1.25. They'd give you a free thing of popcorn. And you sit down and watch 6 hours worth of movies.
That was the shit. Remember the budget?
Yeah. So I'm saying.
Budget?
Yeah.
It used to be going down, man.
When
I was in high school, that was like, was like the best years. Them little, what I was, 90, 94, you know what I'm saying? Them was like some fucking years, man.
Jessica, the
everything
Avalon,
was new. Wu-Tang came out, Carl Kanai. Everything was just like, motherfucker, the basketball uniforms changed.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Jordan was going hard.
Starter gear was
it was going down,
that
man.
new
It was
era.
a good time.
They were
I wish
going
somebody
at
would
it
have told
'cause
me
they just
sit
started.
down in high school, man.
And
Them
we was
years
right
crazy.
in the middle of the hip hop era. Like,
Yeah.
it was blowing as we was, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's why I always say I grew up with hip hop, not
Yeah.
on hip hop.
Right,
You know
yeah,
what I'm
yep,
saying?
yep.
I actually, you know, like I say, we
There's a
remember when
difference,
every
yeah.
motherfucker came out. You know, everybody big moment. Now, what you was saying, brother?
No, I just remember y'all was talking about them high school years. I'm like, I don't know if I picked them. I was an animal in high school. I wish somebody would have told me sit down.
Right.
The OGs
Yeah.
was kicking me up back then. They wasn't telling me sit down. They like, try this gun.
That's how they do too, because that's how they did me. You know, they geeked up the worst part. That's what happened. I remember a guy told me like, "No, you should be a boxer," because I was always fighting motherfuckers and shit. So he was like, "You should be a boxer." That was the only person ever told me. You know what I'm saying? That to do something positive.
Right.
But he was also the plug. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he was also flooding me with goo gobs and cocaine too. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, what you want me to do? You know, be a drug dealer or a boxer, fam? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just out in the street, right? I'm just out in the street. So no,
back to the
I
next
had
match.
homeboys, man, that, and I always tell them, you know, how much I admire them for that, because it was dudes that I know who was really in the streets, like selling big dope,
Yeah.
and was still going to school, still went to college, graduated college, you know, having birds. I can remember one guy from here, we used to watch him play basketball on TV. He went to college, he on TV.
Yeah.
You can get a bird from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't shit. Like, they OGs
Yeah.
just need some props, because they
Got
telling
them, they
them,
get caught
go to
with one in the
motherfucking
truck.
school, dog. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Get some paper with this shit. Get a business. All of them got businesses now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. So that was like, my OGs, it was just strictly sell dope, fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Sell dope, fuck shit up. You know what I'm saying? That was it.
You gotta think too, though. Back then, there was so much money, man. You know what I mean? And at that time, some people took it and reinvested it and went from doing dope to being legitimate business.
Yep.
Then the ones that just kept wilding out, they went to prison.
Yep. Well, got murdered.
Right, yeah. But it's big business, like big business. I
Yeah.
was watching this thing, it was a documentary that the three brothers that started the whole cocaine movement from Mexico into California, because they were bringing it from Peru.
Okay.
They got so much money that they just said, we're done. We're not doing this no more. And two of the brothers got killed, and the last brother remained to run the businesses, right? But then that's when all the other cartels started, because they saw how much money there was being made
Right.
from trafficking cocaine from Peru into the U.S.
Right.
Well, these three dudes that had started it all, they started it, and the two dudes were the wild ones, and the one dude was the steady head dude, where he's like, "No, man, we got to put this back into business. Do this, do that, create this." So he wanted to take this money and flip it into legal businesses, right? And the other two were like, "Nah, man, we want to party, we want to do this, we want to do that." While they were in a nightclub, the other cartels wanted their money. They came and killed them. So, and that's how it started. But the thing is that it's the flip. It's the you know how hey man, let me flip that money for you.
Right. Because you, like you said, it was a lot looser back then, so it was a lot more money. And I tell the cats, I'm like, y'all will never make the money off dope that was made in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
Man, I was tripping
Never.
off what they like. They selling heroin like cocaine. Like they just doubling their money. That's
Right.
it.
Right. When you supposed to triple, heroin is what you sell to get rich. I know a motherfucker, he went from riding the bus, he started selling heroin. Next time I saw him, he had a Corvette with a TV in that motherfucker. Now, this was back in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? Like,
The little
that
box-
was something.
the little
you know what I'm
box
saying?
TV.
Yeah, he had the little TV. I'm like,
little
God
box.
The 19
damn.
inch in the dash.
The little boat had a VCR and shit.
Look, 39th and Lloyd had a line around the damn corner. You thought it was McDonald's or some shit, man. Like, or they was waiting to buy some Jordans or something.
It's just crazy.
And so that's what you said. You're right. They selling it. They don't know how to do drugs. They don't know how to sell drugs. Because they think they get all their game from hood
Tube
movies.
TV.
You know
That's
what
why
I'm saying?
everybody using fentanyl. It's something else you can use. It ain't gonna kill nobody.
Right.
It's gonna cost you a lot if you want to know.
Everything.
Everybody went synthetic on them.
They actually living real life off TV, man. And I'm like, dog, you know, just like the situation with my boy. I'm like, dog, I had to call him again last night to make sure he understood. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this is not TV shit. You just cannot do shit and expect nothing to happen from it.
This is not a game.
You're right. This is real life. Do not think a motherfucker won't come kill you.
Right.
Once you a man and you realize that, you could do a lot better out here. You can move a lot better that it can happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to be aware. I was at one time, maybe like all young men, wasn't aware that it could happen.
It's
so
wild,
I was super tough, super bad, and then people start shooting my ass. You know what I'm saying? Then it was like, oh, you know what I mean? Let me relax a little bit. I never really did till I was like in my, that last jail stint is what did it, but because I was just, I regressed. I was doing good for a minute, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I just started wilding out, just wilding and regressed, you know what I mean? But, you know, I don't know what my point was. Look, hey,
Don't do drugs, children.
right, don't do, say no. We always got to say it, say no to drugs, straight up. Hey, Mark say his first show was at the Villa. A lot of people, man, listen, you will not know how many big-time drug dealers used to be at the Villa performing. I'm talking about real live. And remember, we was talking about Milwaukee rap. I say, man, a lot of that shit was whack. It was a lot of groups here, and they was trash. The music was trash because they was really killers and shit that was trying to rap because it was popular.
And where nobody gonna tell them they was
right, yeah. They standing on stage punking motherfuckers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog,
got
you know.
a Tech 9 wheel hanging from his neck on the shoestring.
And that's why, like, with some of these little cats, that's how Teddy B came to the house for us, dog. That man knocked on the door like he was coming to visit with a whole gun around his neck. You know what I'm saying? Talking about come outside, let's talk. I can hear you from here. Why you got a gun? You know what I'm saying? But that's how it used to be. They was all gangsters. Man, when I had Playboy on the show, we was talking about how we used to have Cherry Street Mob and all our shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how it was. They was just 30 deep. It was just gangster, and the rap was super gangster. All the rap back then was gangster. You was either super gangster or clever.
R&B.
Yep, you know what I'm saying? On those lines. But the rap was hard. It was all killer motherfucker. Fuck that nigga. And it was like, that shit trash. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I used to call it basement music. It sounded like somebody made that shit in the basement in the dark. Right. You know what I'm saying? But, so now, transform. I switch subjects so y'all the music. You got to keep up with me. I do that. I use marijuana. You know what I'm saying? My mind goes. Anyways, I say, now transform to the young guys where the music is, I like the music. People always trying to down the music here. And what kills me is when you got a Milwaukee rapper on a post talking about Milwaukee rappers.
That burns my skin on the inside.
It take everything, you know, because this is my thing. I don't comment on nobody else shit, no negative shit.
Yeah.
I make my own post. So you ain't gonna never have me on your shit but it take everything, Shire, not to be like, motherfucker, you a Milwaukee rapper. Matter of fact, I ain't nobody never, I've been doing music in clubs for 8 years. Ain't nobody never requested your shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think you a Milwaukee rapper. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't even playing on Uptown Radio, and they play every day.
They play everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know, all it takes is a sin to get played on there. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't getting played on